Ocean Mike welcomes everybody to the stream. Discord ping worked. Awesome. Hello there, Bug, Lucid Boar, and Puck, and the other two folks who are here. It's good to see you guys. While we're waiting for folks to come on in, we'll feed Little Blue. Come on, buddy. Over here. Did you see her pellet? You did see her pellet, and you nibbled it up. What a good fish. There you go. Little Blue has been served dinner. I'm doing well, Puck. I hope you're doing well too. It is fish time. So what are you guys wanting first today? The Advent calendar, or lovingly called the box, or would you like the 17th verse? Puck wants the box. I imagine Lucid Boar also wants the box. Well, that is what we're going to find out. Since a door was missing a toy, we're going to go to number 18. If this one can open without me having to break it. There we go. Ooh. Some sort of hermit crab here. Look at what we have. I do enjoy milkshakes. This is a strange looking hermit crab. Almost thought it to be a jellyfish at first. I kind of over exaggerated some of the limbs, but hey, that's alright. This is a depiction of a hermit crab. Hermit crabs do not actually make the shells themselves. That is what the shell species do, like whelks and conchs. They make the shell, but when conchs or whelks pass away, a hermit crab will come in and try to inhabit the home if there is room for it. Yeah, I thought it was a man-o-war or a jellyfish too, but no, this is a hermit crab. It's got the little legs and the eyes and the shell. It's easier to tell when you flip it over, to be honest. But yes, it is a hermit crab. Yes, whelks, like lightning whelks, they're called that. Like the shells are called that because that is the animal inside. It's not the shell that's named, it's the actual animal. And I find that to be quite cool. All right, Puck wants to do verse. I'll pull up the lyrics. I'll tell you about that after the lyrics. Sorry, it's taking me a minute for my Discord to load. It's been kind of acting up. But yes, I'll be more than happy to tell you about the decorator crab. Where did I put the lyrics? Ah, there it is. So, without further ado, let us get started on the 17th verse. On the 17th day of Christmas, the ocean gave to me 17 mighty great whites, 16 singing blue whales, 15 slippery eels, 14 sneaky barracuda, 13 silly starfish, 12 scrounging hammerheads, 11 curious squids, 10 pointy swordfish, 9 stingray swimming, 8 stinging jellies, the 7 seas, 6 coral reefs, 5 crustaceans, 4 primordial beings, 3 festive hats, 2 ocean Lego sets, and a little blue with a fake anemone. So there we are, guys. We're getting close. 8 days. How many coral reefs? That is very hard to say, as believe it or not, there are coral reefs that can grow in the deepest parts of the ocean. They are very rare, but they do exist. So it is hard to say how many there are because there are those, they almost look dead because they're very, like, they're not colorful, but they are still there. That would probably cause them harms. Coral reefs are animals. Coral are animals. And hello there, Stormcloak Guard. I was just about to start talking about the decorator crab. Believe it or not, the decorator crab is not a species of hermit crab. They are actually just closely related to the red crab, the king crab. So the decorator crab gets its name because it will secrete a saliva and use objects in its environment to cover its shell with items in order to create a artificial camouflage. So predators can't see it, as well as it gives it camouflage for hunting. So when it's trying to get its own food, other organisms can't see it coming. It's old style commando crab, if you ask me. Oh, enough about the rising, Puck. Just appreciate nature. Well, the only art that it does is on itself, so it would kind of be a 1 or 2 time thing. So, does anybody else have any further questions or comments or topics of discussion? the shark that was posted in Fish of the Day, the frilled shark. Oh yes, the frilled shark. Yes, frilled shark have very unique teeth. Very, what's the best word to describe it? Those remind me. Each one reminds me of a mountain range. Those teeth are not actually used for crushing shells or other things. They actually have a diet consisting of mainly bony fish, and the frilled shark lives in very deep parts of the ocean. However, it has an interesting hunting pattern, and meaning that when nightfall happens, it'll swim to the surface and hunt there, and then go back down to the depths during the day. So what they will do is they have very eel-like movements. They're like thrust and like lunge their bodies forward in order to hunt instead of like chasing prey. So those teeth have adapted to help that hunting style as they hook into prey a lot easier. Each tooth sinks in, and it sinks in like a million times. So it's almost like Velcro. So it kind of is has adapted to that, because if they had normal shark teeth and they lunged out and brought back in like a snake, then just a chunk of flesh would come and not the rest of the animal. So it's like I said, it's like Velcro. They don't sink in extremely deep, but there's a lot of them, and they just get in there a bit and they drag the whole fish closer. So that is what the weird teeth come from for the frilled shark. One of the most eel-like sharks out there. It is quite neat. They are a very interesting shark species, being able to go up at night for their daily hunting as well as thriving in their deep sea environment. Put the hermit crab over there with the rest of the fishy friends. Does anybody else have any questions, or what type of crab is the crab hat? I'm pretty sure that's just like the red crab. Yeah. As of now, there are not puck. I mean, you can use those highly specialized submarines. However, as of now, you most likely be crushed because the ocean pressure. I mean, it's like having it's there's just no way to describe it. Just like imagine like carrying a bucket of water. Like that by itself is heavy, right? Imagine that, but all that water above you. I mean, it's heavy and it's coming down on you. So I imagine it's going to take quite a while to be able to innovate some sort of diving suit, like almost something like we see in Subnautica, or some sort of work suit like that. Because right now, the technology we have is good enough for like underwater vehicles, like those specialized deep sea submarines. But hundreds of meters, pretty sure it's hundreds of feet. There are people who specialize in that type of fishing. It's a cultural thing, but it's very dangerous. So, but yes, hundreds of feet, hundreds of meters. It's like getting close to like a mile, or sometimes miles. Puck asks, "Can I recruit some deep sea crabs?" Um, I would not recommend it. These deep sea crabs are more accustomed to dark places in the ocean, so going up is probably they're not going to be very useful. So that brightness, probably not good on them. The sunfish. That's actually one of my very first fish of the day. It was my first week of uploads. Are you talking about the giant oceanic sunfish? The large, flat fella? Hello there, please, God, no. And to answer your question, Lucid Boar, the giant oceanic sunfish is currently the heaviest bony fish on the planet. They look quite interesting, almost like a massive frisbee with fins on the top and the bottom of its body. However, they provide no ecosystem benefits to any other organisms as they don't provide much nutrients for predators, as well as they do not prey on other organisms. So they just kind of are a random organism in the field. They don't really contribute to other organism populations, like keeping those down. Their diet consists of already diminishing resources. So a lot of people call them the largest waste of space. However, I still see them as pretty cool, even if they aren't very helpful to the environment or just kind of there. They serve their purpose at some point. Well, I used to actually fish for bluegill, as we like to call them. But true, I do not know much about bluegill compared to the giant oceanic sunfish, or as some people like to call it, the mola mola. We are down to two people. Fair enough. Well, I think we're going to wrap up tonight's stream. So I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's stream. Feel free to tune in for tomorrow, day number 18. So hope everybody's staying safe and healthy. Feel free to leave suggestions anytime. Have a good rest of your night, guys. And like always, see you tomorrow, fishy friends.